Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Ark Survival Evolve Let's Play. In this episode, I'm super excited because I want to get right into starting on arguably one of my favorite maps. It's probably tied with Aberration for my favorite map. It is Extinction. I want to get right into that. But first, you may notice we're over on the island. There was a 14 gigabyte update that I had to download before I started playing today, and I thought it was the TLC patch. It wasn't. That's why I'm over here. So, we're over here, but in the process, we did a couple kind of special things. When we were still on Scorched Earth, we got a very opportunistic tame on a Rex, which I'll just edit in like brief clips of that after this. And then while we're over here on the island, we also did something quite special with Tesla. You may notice because we have this now. So, while I inevitably have to go back over to Scorched Earth to grab Simba so we can go on Extinction, I will show you those clips of us doing some amazing things before we go to Extinction. And the next time I will see you is on Extinction. So, I was just flying around with Tesla, starting to try and level her up some. Going around the Rex triangle because you can get Rexes easy over here. And I attacked that one, and it didn't die in the entire lightning breath. And it's a 145, but now it's super hurt. And it's a 145 female. So I want to tame it just because we have darts on us, and I could just get prime meat. But I need to get things. I don't want to hit the wreck. The wreck is probably going to die. Alright. Can I get you over here? Because, it didn't die in the entirety of the lightning breath attack. So, it probably has a pretty good health stat if it survived that. So, can you eat these terror birds, please? I don't have Simba with me, actually. You know what? Oh, you hit kind of hard, too. Oh, it decayed. Or did you eat it? Come on. Alright, good, you did harvest it. You're kind of healed. Because I really want that Rex. Or why would I level it? I just don't know if it'll still be here if I leave. I guess I could fly ahead. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. What are you? Yeah, I was going around just getting rid of Rexes like this. Not even looking at their level. And then that one I noticed survived the entire lightning breath, and I was like, oh, that's probably a high level Rex. So, it's kind of how that happened. I'm gonna go get Simba really quickly though, and probably refill water. Alright, so let's pick you up. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna go knock this Rex out. Oh, there's two now. What level are you? 20. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of you though. Well, it broke. Oh, it broke right as it knocked out. That is so lucky. That used so many darts. Okay. Oh, your health is fine. I opened Simba's inventory. That was so lucky. Oh yeah, that's the... you know... Your stats don't look as good as they would think. I actually have pretty good health. Okay, I think I want to name this Rex Lucky. And for quite a few reasons, actually. Here, let's just look at your stats first. Pretty average, actually. That health, or I mean, that melee damage is amazing. The health is pretty good too, but the melee damage is amazing. But yeah, I want to name this Rex Lucky for quite a few reasons. One, just stumbled upon it. Two, I was just going around massacring everything with Tesla and it survived the lightning breath attack, so it's lucky for that. And yeah, three, for the fact that it got knocked out on the exact same shot that broke our long neck. So that's one lucky tame in my book. Alright, round two. We did it! Oh my gosh! Oh! Okay. I need to make sure to get that Gigaheart. Oh my gosh! I'm so surprised we were actually able to do that. Like, your health was getting kind of low and I was honestly about to turn back. But... oh, give me that. That's so valuable right now. 9 levels. 13. Sure. I guess all into stamina. Okay. Yeah, Tesla is no joke. Alright, here we go. So, Extinction, this episode I'm probably just gonna do a map tour since I already know where I want to build my base. I just want to build it in the same place I did last time. It's probably a bit stale for me at least, but I don't know. I really like that spot and it has kind of everything we need. I think right now, yeah, I'm just gonna do a map tour to the best of my ability on the ground because some parts of this map can get quite dangerous. But we're gonna want to spawn in the city. Yeah, so I'm going. Oops, not up there. I want to just probably spawn in central. That'll put us in a spot we can hopefully find some good city terminals nearby. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Trying to think. I know where some city terminals are in relation to here, but they're not super close. And it is hot on this map, so that's one reason I want to have the desert cloth. So... I think I am just gonna go... Oh, there's a spider there. Oh, and it sees us. Of course there is. I'm just gonna... don't hit me with a web. Alright, it missed, so we should be good, because if it hit us with a web, it would have slowed us down, but we're fine. Okay. And our water is going to be going down kind of fast, but we should be good. I'm just going to make our way to the city terminals over this way. I'm just going to the same ones that I went to the first time we came over here, when we just came to get... What even was it? We came to get crystal the first time, I think. Okay, and I think that should be everything out of there. So, alright, I guess I'll just start like a little tour around the city, show you where I want to make my base. Right now we're in the upper city, which is the northern side of it. So, actually this map is easier to tell because it's colored. The city, if there's not a place that's really bright glare on the map. I guess. Actually, that's pretty good. So that like greenish triangle in the middle that we're in right now, or like diamond, is the city or sanctuary. It's like the safest place on the map, even though it can get kind of dangerous. Down there where we're pointing is the desert biome. Up there is the snow biome. Down there is the sulfur fields, that kind of yellow circle. That's a really hot area, and you can't really survive there too well unless you have a hazard suit, so we probably won't be going there. Up there, that kind of little greenish triangle is the underground forest where we went to go tame the gotchas, and directly north of here is the most dangerous part of the map, so I can guarantee you we're not going up there today. Because I only want to go up there. I only like if I have to walk up there, the only times I've ever walked up that way are with 3 titans, taking them up to the king titan fight. Otherwise, I've just flown. Oh yeah, and I want to be looking out for a high level one of these guys, because enforcers are really good. The only thing is the high level ones you're going to need to craft in tech replicator, because the city terminals just don't have enough room in them. Yeah, so like we'll find a high level one, but we won't get it until we can craft tech replicator. It's good that we have it unlocked now though from fighting the broodmother, because you can get element really easily on this map. So if there's a map we're going to get the tech replicator on first, it's probably going to be this map now, if I'm being honest. But I will show you the area I want to build our base. You can get up to it with the thylacoleo just by climbing up this way. Okay, of course. Alright. Alright, anyways, once you make your way up here from down there, it's right up this way. So you just kind of come up here. Right where this tree is where I had my base last time and where I want to build again. I'm not going to build the same exact base, but like there's this big old area right here. And then up here, it's a decently large flat area. And you can kind of, it like winds around. You can even expand over that way, but I don't know if we'll do that. We might like just store gigas over there or something. Oh yeah, I forgot there's explorer's notes, an explorer's note up here. And there's water right here. This is the crucial thing because there's another spot that actually has more room that I like more, the look of more, but it doesn't have water nearby. So that's why this spot is a winner for me. Alright. And this map, one thing I really like about it is just the fact that we are in a ruined city, because this is the map that takes place on Earth. Like, I don't know if you remember from a couple episodes ago, Helena was talking about, like, the wasteland that Earth was. Well, this is a ruined city on Earth, and out there is the wasteland. And that's basically what Earth looks like now. And it's from element corruption. And element is, oops, all this, like, spiky stuff. Like the big over there, all that like purple, you know, it's probably better just to hold this so I can use it. All this like kind of spiky stuff. And there'll be like element nodes that grow out of the ground that you can defend. And you can defend them and you can mine element just straight out of the ground, which is why element is so easy to get on here. Because once we get a high level enforcer, you can just take the, you can take the easy element nodes on by yourself. Just with a high level enforcer. It's really cool. Okay, right down here is actually kind of more of a courtyard area. This is also a really nice place. You can find Rexes here, which I remember. Oh yeah, this is where we got attacked by Microraptors when we were here last. Yeah, like there's Rexes. Ooh, that's a level 100 Rex. But yeah, Rex is eating Brontos, casual thing. It's like a whole river running through here, and there's this like big ol' stadium kind of thing, or like circle. There's water right there, which makes this actually a decent spot because you also have a city terminal, so you wouldn't need a tech transmitter here. But yeah, this place down here is another neat spot for a base. The only thing is it's down lower, so it's not as safe, but it's not that big of an issue, I guess, on here. Ovis. Yeah, you can find Ovis relatively easily on here. Now, we're on the more kind of southern side of the city. Right down inside of this, like, trench. The lower part of the city is the more dangerous part. Especially this part right below us. Because, yeah, right there. There's a bunch of Megalosauruses that sleep during the day, but as soon as it turns night, they come out. And they will just stand there and wait. And then there's a bunch of Capros and Sarcos and everything annoying down there. Yeah, but the lower part of the city is more than just that. I was gonna say, if that tail knocked me down there, I would have been sad. But, yeah, it's just all along here. I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know if I'll go down there, because I know a couple ways back up that you can get up with a Thylacoleo, but I'm just used to climbing up with an Enforcer, because Enforcers can climb so much better. But yeah, that's the lower part of the city down there, essentially. Alright, and this is the wasteland. So you can find corrupted creatures and all that out here. Yep, there we go. Harsh conditions cause increased food consumption in wasteland. Like over there, actually. Oh, hey, perfect example right here. Corrupt creatures. So, corrupt creatures come in many different forms of regular creatures. They'll just attack you. And they can spawn way over max level. Like, it's basically creatures that just have a bunch of purple on them. Like, that's a corrupt stego right there. That's a corrupt dilo. And over here, it's a corrupt trikes. Yeah, like 105. Right there, though, that's one of the new creatures, a gas bag. I don't know if I'll tame one, because they're useful because they can carry a bunch of weight, but they're not super useful, and they're just kind of a pain to tame. There are many things from Extinction, though, that I want to tame. Just gas bag isn't really one of them. But yeah, we're almost over here to the desert biome. It's just right inside of here. Yeah, like those corrupt Carnos aggroed onto us. Oh, there's corrupt Pteranodons there. Yeah. Wasteland isn't a super nice place. But, anyways, here's the desert biome. So, very reminiscent of Scorched Earth. A lot of Scorched Earth creatures. That's another new creature that spawns here, the Volanosaur. Those will shoot, like, spikes at you. Like, spines, kind of like porcupine quills. Except they shoot them and they don't just get stuck on you. So they're kind of scary if you aggro one, but like Thorny Dragons, Rallatops are all here. Bunch of Scorched Earth stuff. You can find Rock Elementals, but they're not as common, thankfully. That's a level 90 Volanosaur. But yeah, over here, this is obviously where you'd fight the Desert Titan. Because it's the desert biome. Yeah, it's pretty big. Not super huge though. There's a whole like canyon area. You know what? jump down over here. What level are you? 20. But yeah, there's like a whole little canyon thing right through the middle of the desert biome, which I think is neat. But the other thing is there's always a bunch of capros in the water down here. Another thing, I don't know if we'll really see it either though, is there are geysers though. Oh, like there's one that just went off. Yeah, all those little clouds in the air are from geysers going off. Thorny dragon aggroed onto us, but thankfully it's not mad anymore. But yeah, occasionally geysers will go off. If you're on top of one and it goes off, it shoots you really high into the air, and whatever you're riding really high into the air. Yeah. This is like kind of where the desert titan spawns, just way up in the air, like right above here, just kind of in the middle. So these areas of the wastelands, like right along the edge of the snow biome, is where you can find regular gigas. Like there are definitely corrupt gigas, which are really scary, but like if you want to tame a regular giga, this is where you'd find them, just like right along the edge, like the perimeter of the snow biome. I'm just going around this way because back there you have to climb up a really big wall, and over here you can just kind of walk right in, because it turns left right up here, and you can just kind of walk in. You can also I don't know if you can find them in the southern part. I've only ever seen them in the northern part, but you can find thylacoleos in the wastelands. So I mean, that's where you'd probably want to look for them on this map. But yeah, I just, if I'm taming a thylacoleo, I like going over to Scorched Earth. And you aggroed onto us, didn't you? I hope not, but you probably did. Yes, you did. Okay. Fine, fine. But right up here is where you can walk into the snow biome. And oh yeah, like right there. Right there's a perfect example of how you can find gigas here. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to bring the lightning wyvern over here until we get fully established, or until we get a flyer on here, whichever happens first. But yeah, whenever it comes time for us to need to clear out gigas, bringing that guy over here, or bringing Tesla over here. Yeah. But in here you can find the two other kinds of creatures, or two of the other creatures that I like taming on Extinction. First is those right there, snow owls. Oh, and you aggroed onto us. Of course you did. Oh, you're mad at the saber-tooths. Snow owls are really neat because they can heal the creatures that like the other creatures you have tamed around you. And like they freeze things. They're just really neat creatures to have. They also have like predator vision, which is really nice. I think they're really neat. Plus they're an owl, which I just like. But yeah. And then the other creature you can find in here is the Managarmer. But oh, I was like, what's mad? But it's the direwolves all back there, because they howled. But yeah. I don't see any just yet. I'll definitely point one out when we see one. Actually, I don't need to cross this river. What am I doing? The thing is, in here, though, you can find Perlovia and Microraptors, especially around this area that we're running through right now. So, that's one thing to watch out for, but not always much you can do about it. So, I mean, it's just basically an annoyance. I'm heading over right now towards where the Ice Titan spawns. So there's this big ol' arena kind of area. Actually, just right here, where all this kind of stuff in the ground is. This big ol' open area is where the Ice Titan spawns and where you fight him. Yeah, like right around here. So this area is in the snow. I mean, this area in the snow biome is like right up here, actually. So not in the middle like the Desert Titan. This is the one that actually is the hardest of the three Titan things to find, in my opinion, because oh, there's Managarmer. You're level 15. But yeah, these guys do that. They shoot themselves really high up in the air and then dive back down. They used to be so much better, Where'd you go? But yeah, I mean, one thing is they will shoot themselves way off into the distance, and like they'll be really hard to find. So taming a high level one is annoying. Of course, the Daedon's aggroed onto us, but they're definitely worth it. They used to be a lot better though, because you could dive as many times as you wanted, strafe as many times as you wanted, and jump as many times as you wanted. But then Wildcard nerfed it, so you can do 1 dive, I think 6 strafes, and 3 jumps. So they're not as good, but they're still really fun to mess around with. And they have a ice breath that freezes things, which is fun. I want to say it's like an ice wyvern, but I've never used an ice wyvern before, so I don't know. Oh, there's one. Yeah, they're also hard to look at with the spyglass unless they're currently fighting something. Like that one's level 30. But like, see, it just shot itself way off into the distance. Oh, and it's back. So these things are, and it's gone again. Yeah. They just kind of appear and then disappear. I think it's over there. I have no idea where it is. Oops. Yeah, it's gone. But they just kind of shoot themselves in and out of existence, or like your current area. It's kind of funny, because sometimes they'll just pop in, say hi, and then they'll leave in an instant. Oh yeah, and these big old columns of smoke you'll occasionally see around the map are the loot drops on this map. There's not the regular like ones that come down. What color is that? That's a red drop. I do not want to mess with, I mean, I don't even want to mess with a blue drop. But there's 4 colors on here. There's blue, yellow, red, and purple. Blue is easiest, then yellow, then red, then purple. Purple is extremely hard, and we probably won't even do a purple because they're just super difficult to do, even with a group of people. I don't know if I can do one solo. I can manage red. Blue and yellow aren't super difficult. You can just do those with some Rexes. But yeah, those are the loot drops. You have to defend them from like a horde of enemies. Like there's another one over there with the big column of smoke. It's kind of like the element nodes. They are harder than the element nodes though. Some element nodes actually are pretty difficult though. I don't know, it kind of scales. But generally the loot drops, even a blue loot drop, is going to be most likely harder than a element node. Right down here is the entrance area to the underground or like sunken forest. There can be dangerous stuff here. Actually, I'm gonna go this way because it's more over this way. Yeah, there can be dangerous stuff in here. So, and actually getting out is gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to take the same route that I do to get the Forest Titan out with the Thylacoleo, since it can't climb on ceilings. Oh, fine, Mr. Creptranodon. But yeah, Thylacoleo can't climb on ceilings like an enforcer, so I'm gonna have to take the same route that that I take with the Forest Titan to get it out of here. Alright, and this ramp right here is where you know you're kind of going down into it. We can just honestly jump straight down into here because we can hop off at the very end, or I mean Thylacoleos take reduced fall damage anyways. But right over this way, actually. Yeah, right down there is the sunken forest. We were here before. Oh, well, looks like we're jumping down because that's a farther gap than I thought. But yeah, this is where we went to tame all the gotchas. That is a long fall. Then the reason I hop off is because if you hop off of a dino right before it hits the ground, it doesn't take fall damage. You do, which is why it's kind of hard to judge sometimes. But, yeah. So I usually end up taking a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, though. Down here, though, I'm gonna Gamma 3. Actually, Gamma 2.5. Because that is the default Gamma, and that seems to work best. But down here, it's a really pretty area. It's the other kind of safe area. And actually, the funny thing on this map, though, too, is I know we're not out in the wasteland, so it's not that easy to tell. But it's nighttime right now. But when you're in the wastelands, sunlight is 24 hours a day. But if you're in the sunken forest or any of the or in the snow biome or desert biome, you can tell when it's nighttime because the stars will come out. In here, this area right down here is where you fight the Forest Titan. like right down next to the kind of fallen down obelisk right up there. I guess I could go over to the cave. It's just down this way. Okay, and right here is the cave for the Forest Titan and Artifact of Growth. Don't want to go in there because, yeah, danger. All the caves actually minus... Okay, so the Snow and Sunken Forest Cave for the Ice Titan and Forest Titan are definitely harder than the Cave of the Strong on the island. Desert Cave isn't too bad. You can just go through that on a Manag armor and just like jump over everything. These I would recommend having, if not one, I mean that cave you can do with one Rex. The Snow Cave I recommend having multiple Rexes follow you. They would, honestly I'd say they would be harder to run through just purely if you couldn't bring a Rex into them, but since you can bring a Rex, they're not super difficult. That's a 135 gotcha. I don't think I'm gonna tame it. Sorry, I might come back for you, but I don't really think I'm gonna tame you right now. The other thing about the underground forest is it's really easy to get turned around, because I thought I was... I realized where I took the wrong turn now. But I was in a different place than I thought I was. So... yeah, it's pretty easy to get lost down here. At least in my opinion. There's probably people that know their way around down here like the back of their hand. But I don't tend to come down here too often unless I'm either... okay, yep, it's nighttime. Yep, it's nighttime because there's Trudons that attacked us. That's, I guess, one reminder of knowing what time it is when you're underground. But yeah. I don't tend to come down here too often unless I'm taming gotchas or fighting the Forest Titan, because there's not much other reason to come down here. I mean, that's kind of the way with all the biomes, but I tend to frequent the other ones more because they're just more accessible than this one. But yeah, now I would say I'm going to begin the slow, arduous journey back up to the wasteland, but it probably won't be as painful on Thylacoleo as it is on the Forest Titan, because let me tell you, when we're going to have to take the Forest Titan out of here, oh, is that going to be a long and slow journey for me. I am not looking forward to having to do that. And actually, where is the way up? I thought it was over there, but it's probably over here. Oh yeah, it's right there. Alright, well, I am really happy that we're starting one of my favorite maps. But yeah, I really like this map. I have an idea for what I want to build next episode. We'll see if it turns out as well as I think it will. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I did on Scorched Earth and Crystal Isles. So like I'll start working on getting the building materials probably right after this, and then finish it like right before I record the next one, and then we'll get to building next episode, ideally. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I really have no idea how long this episode is, and I'll see you in the next one.